Hello everyone, Fudge 3004 here. Welcome back to another episode of Stranded Deep. I have decided to come back into the stable build. I got out of the experimental build, and I wanted to show you guys a few things. The game is the same as it was in the experimental. They've added actually new updates since then. Since the last time I played a couple weeks ago from the time of this recording. But they have added the female character and a bunch of new wrecks and all that kind of stuff. They've added the hammerhead shark and the goblin shark and the what was that other fish? A giant grouper. And they've added many different kinds of wrecks, and I think that's actually really cool. Of course, the female character that I will play. And I wanted to show you guys a little bit of the cartographer. So if you click on that, then it comes to all these islands, and everybody always starts right here in this middle island. This is where you start the game at. I'm assuming you can start the game anywhere that you want to. I don't know. I've never actually tried. But what you can do is pick any one of these islands. Now this is the map, and when the game comes out in the full release, this map is going to be much, much larger. They've already said that. So let's look at doing the cartographer. Let's find a cool map and let's expand upon that map. And I'm thinking maybe somewhere that we want to go to. Oh, it kind of looks like a turtle right there. Let's do this one up here. Let's click on that, and let's click on create an island. So once it loads to this island, you can see that there's terrain, objects, and camera. So what you can do is this is raise and lower the height of the land. Now this is right at the edge. You can see those buoys right there that we saw at the end of my last at the last of my videos before I restarted the game, and you remember seeing those in the whale tail and all that stuff. So you can determine the size of how big of an area you want to raise or lower by sliding this to make land pop out or go down. And you can raise it right here, or you can lower it here. And you can also change what kind of, if you want to have square terrain so that we can make straight lines and different things like that. And I really haven't looked at this a whole lot, so it looks like there's different stuff like this that you can do. That way you can make your own little kind of hopping things or whatever. So there's all kinds of different things to do here. Let's go ahead and just stick with this for right now. And what I'm thinking, is maybe I should take a square one, and I think the round one is actually the best. That way it kind of gives it a more real feel. Let's raise up some land over here, and let's now the amount raised up is going to be like, really big if you do it like that, or not so big if you do it like that. So that'll be more you click. And I think this is the height at which it raises. I'm not sure, but what you can do is raise it up so you can see you can make like a sandbar or whatever. So if I wanted to, I could make a sandbar come out here like this, and then kind of have a place to where I could do my fishing and stuff like that. And then there are all of the objects that you can put in too. So there's items, and let me see. So there's the air tank, arrow, barrel. You can see all of these different items right here, and there's a lot of them. So if you wanted to put on, let's say, now they have the tarp still, a tire, let's say a tire pile. Then you can click on that, and you can drag and drop from here, and you can put a tire pile on there. And then once you're done with that, I don't know exactly how to place it, but I think you just click. Okay, good. And then if you want to maybe put on some scrap planks, then you can take that and you can put that down wherever you want to. And then you can put another one down, let's say over here. So this is what they're doing, is they're putting stuff on like these islands. They're using this cartographer thing. And that's how like the devs do a lot of this stuff, I am sure. And then they have, you know, these gyro parts. I'm sure you could put other stuff, you know, in. I don't know how they do the crates and all of that, but you can see that. Now the trees are all of these, so these are all the different kinds of trees, and you can see there's a, you know, logs and trees and plants and yucca, the young palms, the different kinds of palms, the wavila vila, chihuahua potato, pipi, the big and small pines, and the regular trees that they put on there just to, you know, look like trees. Like these, I'm sure you can't do anything with those. So we could put, like, let's say, let's see. Okay, I remember that plant. So you can add that plant on there. Now it's going to be kind of hard to see that plant, but he's that one. I'm just scrolling with my middle mouse wheel. Excuse me. And I'm going in and out with using the W and S keys and A and D. So let's see about scrolling out. Okay, Q goes down, E goes up. Forward, W, S. Forward is W, S is backwards, A and D. So I wonder if C, V. Okay, one of these is actually going to go. Q goes down, so you can really see right down here on the land and get really close to what you're doing. And let's do this German. And then you can use a lot of these things like these lines to determine if they're going to go up or down. So you can move them that way, you can move them this way, and then you can move them this way to make them, like, if you want them floating up in the air, you can make them float up in the air. If you just barely want them on the ground, then you can do that. Then just click out in a different place, and I don't think you can move them once they're placed. Alright, so that's those, and then of course you have all the different rocks, and you have, you know, the cliffs and different things. So you can make an island, and you can see that, you know, so there's a big rock right there. So this is how they're putting together islands. If you guys want to make your own island, you can come in here and do that. And I think that's actually really cool. So that's something that I wanted to show you guys a little bit of. And then, of course, you have all of the animals. You have the boar, crab, that's a little pig, of course. Crab, marlin, which is out in the deeper water. We haven't seen them at all. The goblin shark, great white, hammerhead, tiger shark, the whale shark. That's a new creature that's also been added. And, of course, the snakes. And everybody knows about the snakes already because most of the people don't like the snakes. And then you have your structures. So that's, you know, the door and the plane wreck. So here is a plane wreck. Let's just go and take it. Ooh, that thing's big. Holy moly. So yeah, we could put a plane wreck like right out there. And then we can have a plane wreck on this little island. How do you like that? So you can see all the different things that there are on here. They also added other places where the survivors have been, so you can find all of their little stuff. And I think that's actually really cool. I think this is going to be a lot of fun once they get into it. And then there's the different types of shelters, the different shipwrecks. Let's try this one here. Okay, ooh, this is a big yacht or something like that. Let's scroll out. And let's put him down right there. That way it looks like it's like one that you would actually find. Just like we find. So yeah, you can see all the different things that they have in there. And so we can make ourselves a nice island to have as our, you know, last place that we find. And I may work on something like that in the future and actually make an island and have that be something where a lot of good loot is. And I think that's actually be really cool. So that's that kind of stuff. You can see there's all kinds of different things in here. I'm not going to go through everything because that would be a lot of stuff. That would take most of the episode. So I don't know what a wally is. It's tiny, whatever it is. Okay. So it's that little thing right there, huh? Okay, I'm using my left mouse, right mouse button to look around and scroll around and stuff. So that's how you do that also. And of course, scroll in with your mouse wheel. And then, of course, they have the raft. So if you wanted to place a raft, you could do that. There we go. Now we have a nice little area for us to be in. So you can see all the different things that we can do here. And I think that's actually pretty awesome. So this is the cartographer, and this is one of the little areas. And as you go out, I'm sure that you would be able to see more areas, but since we're only on this one little area, that's all that we're going to be able to see. I just thought that I would show you guys this, and the camera I don't know anything about. Okay, that's a screenshot, obviously. Okay, so that takes different captions. Q, E, oh, okay. A, D. So if you hit the different letters together, it'll go in different ways. I see. Well, that's kind of cool. So you can take a screenshot or whatever and do all that kind of stuff. Well, I didn't really want to save that because I'm not going to save that for right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and quit out of this, and then I will come back in and we'll begin the regular game. Welcome back, everybody, to Stranded Deep. I am in the stable build, as I said. There's a shark right there. I think he wants to get us. You know that? No, I don't want to ride along. I actually want to operate it. Okay, let's go over to our first island and let's see what the heck is over here. Use your A and D keys to turn this little raft. It's the same as it always was. And let's check out this little island. And again, I have chosen the female character just because that's what I wanted to do. Because I just kind of like, you know, always playing the character that I just enjoy the most. And I think, you know, playing the female character is always fun. Okay, so we're going to go around. We're going to pick up all the loot that we can. Ooh, nice. Going to start off with some good stuff there. That's always good. Just have to watch out where we go and make sure we don't step on anything we don't want to be. Getting quite a bit of stuff so far. That's a Ravula. They added the goblin shark, as I said, and the hammerhead shark. And they added the giant grouper, and that's a big fish. I have seen it. I've played a little bit of this. There's that darn thing. Now, they made these show up a little farther away, so that way you can actually see them before you actually step on them, because that's not such a good thing to be stepping on them. We'll probably go out there, try to loot that wreck before we head anywhere. And Mr. Krabs. A lot of the game is still the same. A lot of things have changed. You have your toolbar down there at the bottom. And the stable build is just like that experimental that I was playing. They did actually have a new update in the experimental, so if you guys are wanting to look at that, just go ahead and go into that and check it out, and I think you'll like what you see. I haven't checked it out yet. I don't know what's there because I'd have to switch between games and everything, and I'm just going to go and stick with this for right now. I may try to do a little bit more experimental to show what is probably going to be coming in the game, but for right now I'm just going to go with this. Okay, so we've gotten a lot of the rocks and the sticks from the main area, and we're going to go out, loot a couple of those wrecks, make sure I don't hear any snaky snakes. I don't believe there are any snakes on the first island. I just don't think that they are actually here at all. So, mineable resource. There could be snakes. I know there's yuccas, so we're going to have to probably, I assume there's yuccas, These yuccas right there. Let's go ahead and just hold down C, and let's go and make our stone tool, and let's get some of these guys. Because we're going to need these guys anyway. And again, the yucca cuttings, they're the same as they were in the experimental, so they're right there, and then we can plant those whenever we get that far. Now, one of the problems that I had with the experimental that I didn't realize is there were levels. And so in order for us to, just pressing C, be able to build like the farming stuff, let's go over here to farming, is we have to be level 2 to make the wood farming plot. The plank farming plot is level 3, and level 4 is a corrugated farming plot. So we have to do some leveling on some things to figure out how we are actually going to get there, and we're going to have to make a hoe and different things like that so we can actually get somewhere. Now, making this little knife may have helped with our progression. Let's go to F. So this is our new watch, and you can see it's the same as the watch that I showed you guys the last time. And so clicking on it with the left mouse button, hunting, cooking, harvesting, physical, and craftsmanship, those are the skills. And then the status effects, the day, the time, and the UV, and then the status effects. And then here we have the SPF, which means the more you're in the sun, the more that's going to be going down. But if we can stay maybe more in the shade, I think we should be okay. So let's go ahead and get this yucca, and then we're going to go to another island. That island is actually really, really close. We may go over there and explore that one too and see about, you know, maybe making a small base or something just to get ourselves pretty much going. And most of these are going to have at least one cutting. They may have 2 or more. It just depends on how lucky you are and what, you know, yucca it is. Now in a minute I'll be checking my SPF and I'll see if that's still going down, and then we will go and see about some stuff. So let me go ahead and get all these leaves picked up here, and as you guys know, all of this stuff is pretty much the same with picking stuff up. Is sometimes it's a pain in the wazaloony trying to figure out where all these things are. Let's come up here into the shade. Let's look at our watch. The SPF is still going down. Here in the shade, it's not going down as fast as it would be in the sun, so that's something to always keep in mind. And it's still going down just a tiny bit, but we can build a raft to put a canopy on it, and that's going to help us stay a lot cooler in this heat. Now, we don't have very much room at all. We're going to have to really think about conserving some room because we already have our hands full with the cutter. So we only potentially have one more space. Let's go ahead and put down a stick to say that we went that way. And let's go and put it right here on this little edge. And then we're going to get our raft. And I think we're going to go over to that little island. It may not be a very big island, but at least we'll be able to see what is there. So let's just go ahead and drop a stick, and then let's turn him like that. Almost. Alright, so now we're going to be going to that island. Now I just got to remember which way we're going to. Now the islands look a little bit closer. There's another island over there. That's nice. I did do a world. I was going to play on it, but I thought, you know what, let's just go and start with a world that I've never been on, and let's try that, because I think that would be a lot of fun. So I just let it do random, and I actually had a lot of Pippi on that world, whereas this one I don't exactly have a lot of Pippi on it. So I don't think I've found any Pippi yet. Now, if I do, that would be great, because that would actually help us out a lot. So that way, if we do happen to step on something that we didn't want to, or, you know, get bit by a snake or whatever, then at least we'd be okay. But if it doesn't, then I guess it doesn't, and we'll just have to deal with it from there. So your stamina means that you will not be able to run like you did before. You can't just run forever around the whole island. And I think that's actually really cool. Is really, really close, isn't it? We can almost swim there. Of course, we're not going to, but we could. And you cannot run until that red bar turns yellow again. So that's actually kind of not necessarily the best thing either. Wavula Vila. I don't think there's going to be any more Pippi on here, but we can see. Okay, better not take that rock out of my hand, or maybe I'll switch it with that. I need to cool down, so let's come up here and let's go in the shade. And let's see if that helps our SPF any. It should help, I think, but I'm not 100% sure, because our SPF should start coming back up. I'm hoping. Because I know in the shade, from what I have seen from other videos and other people playing, is that will come back up. Well, our SPF isn't blinking now, so that means that we're good. The UV is really high, so we're actually kind of not in a good way, but we're not in a bad way either. We could try to make an aloe salve for like the sunblock and stuff, but I didn't see any aloe on here either, so that's not necessarily the best thing. Our SPF at least isn't blinking now. But I'm thinking that let's go ahead and see if we can head over to the other island. Now I just gotta remember which way the island is, and at least with these bushes and stuff being in the right way, we're at least gonna be okay for now. So we have plenty of yucca cuttings, and we have plenty of yucca on us, so that's gonna be good. Okay, our SPF is definitely coming back up now, so I'm going to wait for just a little bit, see if my FPS does come up a little bit. Maybe I'll get something to eat and drink, and I'll come back to you guys, and then we will head to that next island. I don't have any more room, do I? Alright, I'm going to put some stuff in the raft, and then we will go to the next island. I'll eat and drink, and a couple of things like that, and then I'll come back to you guys and we will head out and do some more things. So I'll catch up with you guys here in just a quick minute. Our SPF has definitely been coming up, so you can see it's almost all the way up to where it was. I ate a coconut and drank its milk, so we need to head over that way because the stick that I put out is over there. So that means we're going to have to drag this guy out a good little ways to be able to go over there. There's some other islands around here, but we're just going to kind of take it a little slow, and we're going to have a lot of fun with this. I'm going to go ahead and try to build whatever I can and just try to actually have a lot of fun. Alright then. We're going to head over to the other island now that I finally got things squared away, and then we will come back to this one and we'll loot these wrecks once we kind of start getting a little bit more set up. So our stick should be right there, and that looks like our stick just beyond that little flat rock right there. I think we've done beached ourselves again. Almost. Alright, I'm going to get over to this other island. I will catch up to you guys as soon as I get over there. Oh wow, look at that. There's a whale tail right there. And this time we got to see him early in the game. How do you like that? He's saying hello to us this time instead of goodbye. That's awesome. That's cool. So that's the second time that I've seen a whale. Alright, we're on the second island. Now, what we really need to do is look at making a shelter first, so that way we can save it. And I have one slot left. Let's go and get this guy out, and let's craft a refined knife. That's what it says it wants us to do. And for a refined knife, let's just press C, and we're going to need at least a lashing. And let me see, that's the tools. Come on, refined knife, there you are. A lashing, a stick, and the stone tool. Okay. So let's make it a lashing. Now we should be able to make the knife. Okay, we're gonna have to definitely drop something for sure. So let's Let's come to here and let's just go and drop these guys. Now, let me get my hand free again, and then let's... Okay, now we have the knife. Neo says it wants us to craft a campfire, but first we really do need to make a shelter and a save point. Let's get some food going before we get too far, because we're gonna need it, and I need to make sure I listen for snaky snakes. I think those are just bats. I can hear them, but I just can't see them. So I'm pretty sure those are just bats. Sounded like a snake for a minute. Something that's over here, you can see there's a big wreck right over there, and it's actually a fairly large wreck. So that's actually good. Let me drop these guys. As long as you guys stay right there, we're all good. And let's craft a camp. Oh, shoot. Doggone it. Great. Now I just got bit. Great. Now I need to find Pippi. I heard him. I just don't see him. I don't know. There he is. Little bugger brain. Thanks, dude. That's not what I wanted. Alright, let's find some medicine. I am not so sure, but I think there may be another one out here. Come here. Vula. Let's hope we can find a Pippi. We're not starting off on the best note, you know. I heard him, but it was just a little too late when I heard him, so I'm just hoping we can find a Pippi in time, because if not, then this is going to be a very short episode. We're already a little low on time anyway. I'm going to look around for some Pippi, and I'm going to find that and make the antidote, and I'll catch up with you guys then. And now on my third island, trying to find Pippi. And so far, it hasn't been exactly the most successful start that I've ever had. But I'm thinking I might build on this island just because this is actually quite a bit bigger, and provided that I can find what I want, hopefully I will be able to. Vula. I've only found... Aha, Pippi. Good. Finally found my second Pippi. So now I can make the antidote. If there's another Pippi on here, I would be more than happy to take that. Oh, there's a Pippi right there. Yay! Okay, so now we have an extra Pippi. Now, I know you need 4 Pippi to make 2 antidote, but all I really need is 1 antidote. So let's go ahead and... Excuse me. Let's make another lashing. And then let's get another coconut, and let's make another... let's make a antidote. So we're going to need that right now anyway. Okay, let's go through C, crafting, consumables, coconut flask. So I have the coconut and I have the lashing. I have to be level 1 though to be able to make that. So what does that mean? Well, what that means is we're going to have to make a campfire first before we do anything else. Because, ow, you stupid little crab. So we need to make a campfire. So before you can make any consumables, you have to get your crafting up. Alright, oops, let's go to my hand. Let's actually put the paddle back on the boat. Or the raft here, I guess is the word. Now that'll give us 1 free spot, and let's go ahead and get some wood, and let's see, we need some sticks. Do I have enough sticks? I could have enough sticks. Let's go and make a campfire. Where are we going to make a campfire? Let's make it on a fairly flattish place. This is a nice big area to build on. So I'm thinking let's put the campfire maybe down more towards this end. Like maybe right here. Then we're going to need some kindling. So it says to make kindling. No, we don't have enough sticks for that. So that means we got to go out and get some more sticks. We could make stuff to make aloe vera, but I don't think we need to right this minute. I used all of our sticks. Now I just need to be very, very careful that I don't step on another snaky poo, because that's not going to be so good. See, kindling. Okay, good. Craftsmanship. We got that up one. So now we should be able to make the Pippi. Cute. Made that. Let's go ahead and let's go to hold down C. Let's make the coconut flask. C. Okay. So press C. Let's go to consumables and let's see what it takes to make a antidote level 3. You've got to be kidding me. I'm already infected, so I'm gonna have to look at finding a way to get to level 3, and I don't know how I'm gonna do this exactly because my health is dropping, and so let's go ahead and put you on the hand, and let's see. So if we go to F and let's go to here, so our hunting, cooking, harvesting, physical. I didn't see crafting, but and there isn't a way to scroll. Oh, that's the bottom one. Okay, so I need to make that level 3. So what am I gonna have to do? I don't know if I can make any spears. I don't have any sticks, so let me get some sticks and make some spears. And then we're gonna have to see if we can make that antidote. I guess I'll have to work on the antidote in the next episode because I am out of time here. I'm gonna continue working on this and I'm gonna see if I can make the antidote. And yeah, I already got bit on the first day. Not even the first day. Okay, harvesting. So the harvesting is going up. Let's see if we can make a spear. Okay, good, we can make spears. And that's good. That'll be good for getting the crabs. And then we can cook up some food and then we can eat that. So I'm going to work on that. I'm going to work on getting myself up to level 3 because that's something that is new in the game. And that is just something that we're going to have to do now, is try to get ourselves up to a decent level to be able to make things and do things. Okay. What happened to our spear? There it is. And you just press E to get your crabs off. Now you don't have to do any special things to get them off. Okay, click to get them off, I guess. So yes, I need to eat now. Yeah, just left click and you'll take the crab right off. Alright, everybody, I am the Fudge 3004. This is Stranded Deep, and thank you guys for joining me here. We are back in the game. I'm going to cook up some crabs. We're going to have a little bit of dinner, and I guess I'm going to try to get up to level 3 because I don't really have a lot of options in the matter. That way I can make the antidote. Now I just need to find my campfire. It's way over here. Thank you guys for joining me here. I hope you guys learned a little bit about like the cartographer thing. Hope you guys learned something about that, and I hope you guys have learned how to do a little bit of the crafting. You just have to make stuff to be able to do most of that. So let's drop that. Let's pick up that, and I'm gonna make the campfire, get these guys all cut up, and we'll see you guys next time. You guys have a great day. We will talk to you later. Bye bye.